hot. Did you realize the two top radio shows in America are on AM? Give you something to think about. And number 2 is on this radio station, Sean Hannity. Proud to have Sean Hannity. He is here between 3 and 5 every day. Not here. Some days he's here. Most days he's in New York. But some days he's here. He is here. Hey, you can also follow us on the TuneIn app, which means anywhere you go at any time, you can hear Hot News Talk Radio. It's very simple. Download the TuneIn app. Make it part of your smartphone, something you want to listen to every day, and just type in Hot News Talk Radio, 1240 AM, and you can listen to us wherever you go, whether you are in the Chattanooga area or you travel into the hinterlands, you will be able to listen to Hot News Talk Radio. And please be a part of our Twitter. Follow us on Twitter. And if you see breaking news out there, if you see something going on out there, maybe a traffic event, or maybe it was something like that happened last evening with the fire in East Brainerd, tweet us. If it's something that important, we're going to get it on the air. We'll definitely make sure we get it out to all of our followers. And we're going to let you report, and we'll let Chattanooga decide and the world decide. You are listening once again to Eric Judd. Happy to have you listening to me on a Friday. A wonderful Friday, as every day is wonderful, as we talk about here. All right, let's start this all. At the end of the day, people want to feel significant. They want to feel like they matter. They want to feel this way, and you can help make them feel that way, and it will change their life. And at the same time, it could change yours. Just keep that in mind today. I think we're finally going to get to some drone talk. And in fact, I was talking to the kid before the show, and he may even mention a drone or two on his show. I know it was a very emotional show for him yesterday. Saw him late yesterday afternoon. He was just completely drained. And from everything we're hearing on Twitter and everything else, it was just a very emotional day for him. He said that was the most emotional hour that he had in a long time. If you missed it, of course, we're on YouTube. We're live on YouTube right now. You can see that I'm going to work for a garage when I leave here, and I actually have my uniform on today. And so I'll be heading over to the garage. And if you need something fixed on your car, I would not bring it to me, but that's okay. Go to YouTube. It's very simple. YouTube.com, Hot News Talk Radio. Subscribe to us. Follow us. If you missed that emotional show that the kid had on the digital drive yesterday, easy to find. Just scroll down, click it. And like I said yesterday, be prepared to have the tissues ready because you will shed a tear. Great show. Today, I know he's doing some drone talk and some other stuff. I'll try to get some more information out of him. Like I said, he was just spent. I mean, spent after yesterday's show. Great show that David Tulis had. As always, as I always say, he is the smartest man on radio here in Chattanooga, and he shows his brilliance. He also is a great writer. I want you to go to Nooganomics.com, Nooganomics.com, and just go through there and see exactly what he has done and what he is writing. And hold on, I've got a phone call, so we're going to take that right quick. Hello, caller, you're on the air. Hello, caller, you're on the air. Well, I don't know if we should blame that on the phone line. I'm going to blame it on the caller is what I'm going to do. I'm going to blame that on the caller. And call back if you want to be a part of the show anytime, 423-800-8949, 423-800-8949. All right, let's hit some news before we get too far into this and just kind of wrap up that thought with the David Tulis Show. Great show, always by David. He's here 9 to 11 every day. Of course, I'm here 11 to noon, Monday through Friday, and then followed by the Digital Drive, the one and only the Digital Drive, by the kid. And so here's the caller's back. Well, maybe not. I thought the caller was back. Maybe I'm hearing things. Let me start all over. Maybe I shouldn't have had all that NyQuil before I left the house, but I just gotta, I gotta have that before I get out here with all these crazy drivers. 2 bottles of NyQuil and I'm ready to go in the morning. I think, what happens with me. Hey, I want you to hang around this weekend and listen. I know a lot of people, I know a lot of our listeners listen to us Monday through Friday. We appreciate it because we have a great lineup. We have the David Tulis Show. We have Digital Drive. We have Laura Ingraham, and we have Sean Hannity. And then, of course, one of the greatest shows on Chattanooga radio is Cowboy Up with Tex. But also, we have a great weekend lineup. I'm challenging you this weekend to listen to us. We have the #1 weekend show in Chattanooga, and that is Set the Hook with Pat Rose. That's from 10 to 11 on Saturday. One of the best shows you've ever heard. Even if you're not really a fan of fishing, listen to Pat. He has a unique take on that. So that should be something that is should be a lot of fun. You listen to him, it's from 10 to 11, and it's here on Hot News Talk Radio, 1240 a.m., and I do have a caller. All right. Hello, caller. You're on the air.
Hello, Eric. It's Confederate Mike.
Hello, Confederate Mike. Man, you've been more. You've been on.
We're just at the bus breakfast stop.
Right.
The individuals that were on the radio the other week, and we were invited down to say hi and check them out. And EPB surprised that they showed up and are installing free internets.
Oh wow!
And Wi-Fi.
Nice.
But just to let everyone know, the bus stop breakfast, they are desperate need for food.
Okay. So they need canned goods and dry goods. Okay. I don't know what happened to him, but it sounds like he was at the bus stop breakfast, folks, that was on David's show the other day. And I'm going to get that information from David at the break about them, and I'll have that for you. But it looks like they're there, and they're needing canned goods and dry goods. As soon as the break happens, I'll come back, and I'll give you that information, and make sure you have that. I'll also tweet it out, and anytime I tweet anything out like that, I always put at Hot News Talk Radio. That's why you need to be a part of our Twitter account. And this is just how it operates. We're a local radio station. We're owned locally. And then we have people like Confederate Mike and other people out in the community that are calling in and saying, hey, here's what's going on. And this is the way we can make things local. This is the way you as our listener can make things local, is to support this radio station. This is a great radio station. We have a great conservative lineup, and then we have great local talk show hosts as well. So maybe Confederate Mike will call back in. Not sure what's going on with the phone lines, but if nothing else, I will get the information, and then we can get that to you here at the break. And there was last night. There's some other folks in need right now too, and I want you to keep their in your thoughts and prayers too. There was a huge fire in East Brainerd, and it was actually at the Hidden Creek Apartments. 12 fire companies had to respond. There were about 50 firefighters. I know there are people. I don't think anyone got too injured, and I know there wasn't any deaths or anything, but I know there are people that do not have a place to live right now. They've been displaced. So let's if you have any information on that, you can always contact the Salvation Army on something like that. They do a great job of stepping in. So if you have a place, maybe you have a rental home, or you have a temporary place that they can go until these people figure out what they're doing and get back on their feet, contact the Salvation Army, because that would be a horrible way. All of a sudden you lose your home and you're searching around to find a place. So keep those people in your thoughts and prayers. All right, let's get to the Hot News Talk Radio weather, and it's going to be a great weekend. It's a great day now. It's saying it's mostly cloudy out there, and I'm going to say there's a little sun peeping in somewhere just because that's how I am. But it's going to be kind of like this all weekend. High in the mid to upper 80s, lows in the upper 60s, and that's all the way through the weekend. Looks like there's really no big rain chance until maybe Monday, but we're not going to worry about that right now because we know that they do such a great job of getting things done like that. Okay. We'll try to find out some more information and see, because they are needing, I know they're needing some food, and we'll find that information out and get that on the air. I may grab David and have him come in here and talk about that. Anyway, back to our weekend lineup. Of course, we have NASCAR. We have a NASCAR. Every NASCAR race, every lap of every race of NASCAR is on. It's going to be Sunday at 2:30 this week. And remember, NBC is putting it on their NBC sports station, so you may or may not have that on your cable or dish provider. But I can tell you where you can find it and where we have it every race, every lap of every race is Hot News Talk Radio, 1240 a.m. NASCAR at 2:30. Don't forget, the Lookouts won last night. They're at home all weekend. Make sure you get down and check out the Lookouts. Of course, tomorrow at 2 o'clock at McKenzie Arena or the Roundhouse is when they're having the service. It's a celebration. It's a memorial. It's a lot of things wrapped into one. They do have space for about 8,500 people, and it's first come, first serve. So go down there, be a part of that. And that is in remembrance of the terrorist attack that happened here in Chattanooga. And we want you to be a part of that. And that's at McKenzie Arena. Once again, that's 2 o'clock tomorrow. And let's see what else is going on. The market, the Chattanooga market, is a Sunday. And it is stock the bus time at the Chattanooga market. So get down there. That's always nice. They start about 11 o'clock. We have Riverfront Nights, which is free concert on the riverfront. And that's happening Saturday night. So make sure you go down and enjoy that. And it's, as always, here in Chattanooga, it is always just a full weekend. And if you want to see something fun and festive, or you maybe want to participate in something that's fun and festive, the Chattanooga Mud Run starts, I think, tomorrow about 8 o'clock, 7:30 or 8. But they say everybody is welcome to the after party, and that is going to be at the Chattanooga Greenway Farms. So go out and check that out. That's a lot of fun. See them get running and nasty and sweaty. Just, I mean, all those good things. We'll throw them in the river, clean them up, and then we'll get back and have a little party for them, and they'll really enjoy that. Here's a bit of news that being my show is probably a little more different than the rest of the shows. This headline caught me, and I said, I have to bring this to the masses. The masses must know about this. And here's the headline. Pig wrestler throws animal rights protester over the fence at a county fair. Now that right there says it all. It says animal rights activists may want to rethink the idea of confronting pig wrestlers in the heat of action. Now, what is pig wrestling? Well, pig wrestling is where they take and they grease the pig, and the pig runs around, and there's guys in there who are trying to grab it. And I think if you grab it and hold on to it for a certain amount of time, you win. So there's several guys in there. This pig's running around. That's not that easy. I mean, the pig's squawking and squealing and moving around, and he's all greased up. And I guess they have a barbecue afterward. Maybe the guy who holds it the longer gets the first dibs on the ribs. I'm not sure. But these animal rights activists, how they feel, well, they're nuts. They're as nutty as the climate change people. They get in there and they want to stop these guys from doing that. Now, can you imagine you're at the county fair, and can you imagine the men that would be trying to wrestle these pigs? Now, I'm just taking this because I know people like this, and these are my peeps. These are my people. Can you imagine? I'm guessing that it probably didn't sit well with them. And so what happened? Well, couple of these guys jump in there with them. The animal rights activists want to get in there with the pig wrestlers, and that didn't turn out too good. So what do the pig wrestlers do? They eject the animal rights people. Gone. They're gone. They're out of here. They eject them out of the pen of the pig wrestling, and basically tell them do not come back. So I just thought that was a great headline. That's one of those situations where I would have loved to have seen that, and I'm sure the crowd was probably more pro pig wrestler at the fair than they were animal rights activists. And, none of these pigs are getting hurt. I mean, and pigs will squall. If you've ever been around pigs and doing anything, pigs squall no matter what. And they make a terrible noise that sounds like they're hurting, and they're really not, but they're pigs. So, I hope that guy that tossed them, they gave him maybe an extra rib or something like that. He was rewarded. So there's your news. Little sports for you. And of course, the weather here on Hot News Talk Radio, 1240 a.m. Do not forget, the weekends are jammed packed. We have just a loaded lineup for you on the weekends, as we do during the week. After my shows, The Digital Drive. Don't forget live, Hot News Talk Radio live at 5, where at 5 o'clock we get you on the ride home, where we're going to get you some local news. We're going to get you weather and, most important, traffic. That way you get home at a reasonable time, at an easy time, and we make that journey very enjoyable for you and informative, and that's the main thing. All right, we've got a break coming up. I'm going to get the information that that we need for, about the food and what kind of food and stuff like that. I'll try to grab that for you. And you're listening to the Eric Judd Show here on Hot News Talk Radio, 1240 a.m. I will be right back, and thank you so much for listening.
You give us 12 minutes and 40 seconds, we'll give you Chattanooga and the world.
News Talk 1240.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Costa, host of the Costa Report, every Sunday at 9 a.m. My guest this week was the former U.S. Ambassador to Russia and Special Assistant to President Obama, Mr. Michael McFaul. He'll be here to separate fact from fiction when it comes to Putin's aspirations for Russia. Don't miss Ambassador Michael McFaul this Sunday at 9 a.m. on the Costa Report, right here on WSDT AM 1240, Hot News Talk Radio.
Here you are, working to keep your customers happy and to manage your cash flow. IRS problems are the last thing you need, but here they are, flapping about you like vultures. Get help from Eric Pelton and his team of accountants at E.J. Pelton Company. Audits, letters, proposed return changes, 1099s, penalty threats. Pelton Tax Resolution Services brings peace of mind and helps you keep more of what you've earned. EJPelton.com. Offices on Brainerd Road and in Saudi Daisy, just north of the Bilo. That's EJ Pelton. Call 622-3156. Think ahead, 622-3156.
When my brother and I opened the first Jets Pizza, we believed if we made the best pizza, customers would find us. So we made fresh dough each day, used fresh toppings, and premium mozzarella cheese. 300-plus stores later, we still do.
Try Jet's famous 8-corner pizza with premium mozzarella cheese and one topping, now just $11.99 for a limited time only. Jet's Pizza, the best pizza in town. 3600 Hickson Pike.
Life is short. Eat better pizza.
Let's get Jets.
Are you tired of working in corporate America, or have you recently lost your job and would like to consider owning your own business? If you are, please call me, as I can help you look at franchises or business opportunities that fit you, the economy that we're in, and the type of businesses that are right in the greater Chattanooga area. After I help my clients find the right opportunity, I also help them find the best way to finance the business, including paying yourself through the startup phase. If you would like to learn more about opportunities that may be right for you, please call me for a free assessment. My name is Bruce Krebs at the Entrepreneur Source. Phone number is 423-875-5621.
You give us 12 minutes and 40 seconds, we'll give you Chattanooga and the world.
News Talk 1240.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Eric Judd Show on 1240 a.m. Hot, smoking hot news talk radio. It's what we are. The hottest station in Chattanooga. We might be the hottest station in the nation. No one has what we have. No one has David Tulis except us. Do you realize that? No one. We are the first and exclusive. The money we have paid to get David Tulis, and it's worth every dime. Every dime. You're listening to Hot News Talk Radio. All right, 1240 a.m. HotNewsTalkRadio.com. Okay, you can go to the TuneIn app. Type in Hot News Talk Radio. The TuneIn app's free, so don't get all, oh my gosh, she's selling an app. It's free. Free. Smartphone, download it. Hot News Talk Radio, 1240 a.m. Listen to us anytime. All right, we're going to try to bring our caller back here, and let's see if we can get them on. Hello, caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Eric, sorry I was breaking up. Your dang cell phone.
Yes.
Is better, Mike, again?
Much better. All right, what's going on? You kind of started something.
At, Bus Stop Breakfast along with Chats for Justice, Chattanoogans for Justice.
Excellent.
Who invited us down to have a discussion as to how to help these kids, and they're in desperate need of food. I mean, they need non-perishables.
Okay. What type of food?
These kids at the bus stop.
What type of food? Is it breakfast food only, or are we talking about any
primarily
items?
Breakfast food, but anything non-perishable.
Okay.
If anybody listening could call the radio station, we give them details on the address to drop food off for the kids. They feed them.
Well, I'll tell you what they can do. All right.
Today with kids.
And I'll throw that number out. But so stuff like Bisquick, I'm guessing flour and sugar, syrup and stuff like that.
More stuff that I think they're looking at pre-made stuff like biscuits.
Okay.
That you could heat up, things of that sort.
All right. So maybe you go by Bilo and grab some biscuits that you throw in right quick and heat it up. About how many kids?
You know what? It'd probably be better if Chats for Justice call and talk to you about that, and I'll give them a call.
Okay.
Have you give you the specific details on that.
Sure. Have them call me.
EPD was there installing free fiber optics.
Nice. Very nice.
And free Wi-Fi for the kids to do their homework, because they were saying that some of these kids are raising themselves, and they're 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old.
Wow.
They don't get breakfast, lunch, or dinner. At least they give the kids a hot meal.
Yes.
So that's a good thing.
Do you know how many kids are
bus stop breakfast?
How many kids are they serving every morning? Because people may have not.
EPD told me they were nonstop from 6 in the morning until 9:30.
Wow. Okay.
So, and there was probably 15 volunteers from EPD feeding the kids and then installing the high-speed internet so they can do their homework or whatever at the little area. And they're getting no government funding, by the way. Zero government funds.
Okay. But that's okay.
Now, I
because
know, as a matter of fact, and we looked into this earlier, that the city of Chattanooga received $337,000 in federal funds that were supposed to feed the children. So Hot News Talk Radio is going to investigate as to where that money is. You know, why those funds haven't been released. And we also have heard, and this was a few weeks ago, that they're sending the money back. So we're going to get to the bottom of this as to why the city of Chattanooga is receiving funds and they're not being filtered down to feed these kids.
And I think that's great. That's exactly what happens here at Hot News Talk Radio, is an important issue like this that is actually affecting the lives of those children, and money that should be spent on these children, and they're sending it back. I think that's great, and we will investigate it.
Yesterday, Eric, I stopped by Lee Highway, the recruitment centers, recruiting Army, Navy, Marines, and
Air Force.
Air Force. And just to let you know, they are still not armed. They have no sidearms, no personal firearms with them.
And that's another cause we need to take up and make sure that, and that would come from the federal level, right?
Well, it could. It's a federal statute. However, you know, the state was supposed to intervene.
Well, I think the state,
something about this.
I think only the state, they did the National Guard.
Here's my question. Where's the sheriff of this county stationing his men outside this building, at least for the time being, to show a sign of strength and force?
I agree. I mean, you know, if they can't be armed, then as the state and especially as the county, we should protect them.
No, I think it's too important for the Tennessee Highway Patrol to set up checkpoints to see if you have a driver's license. I mean, come on. What are they using their resources doing? Checking to see if you have a driver's license? Pulling over little old ladies for speeding violations? They can't put 1 or 2 people in front of this center that are armed to show us a sign of strength and force? How weak do we look as a nation? What in the world are they doing? What are they thinking? Eric, if you were to walk in there, it's like nothing ever happened. It's like someone didn't 3 weeks ago, you know, take a semi-automatic and attempt to shoot the windows out.
Right. Hey, when you went by there, have they already fixed the windows or
no, the windows are fixed. I went to the Marine Center. They're very relaxed about it. The Army is the Army. Yes, sir. What can we do for you, sir?
Right.
We're not armed, sir. You know, I was actually told that, you know, we're prepared for anything and it's no different. Someone can attack you at Walmart, but at Walmart, you know, we can shoot back.
Well, yeah.
if we have a sidearm.
So.
But my position, once again, is no rule, regulation, or statute has to be repealed. All the sheriff has to do, or the highway patrol, is station a guy or 2 there 8 hours a day.
Well, you know what?
Sidearm outside to show any lunatic that wants to take aim at our military personnel that are attempting to recruit people. We're not going to tolerate it.
And I think tomorrow, after the events at the Roundhouse, if you could get Biden off to the side and just, twist his ear good about this, I think that would be an excellent time.
Get who to the side?
Joe Biden, he's the next in line for president. He's going to be here.
Listen, I've known Biden for 40 years. He's a lunatic.
Just twist his ear good.
From Philadelphia. He's from that area. He's the guy that supported busing. People don't like Obama. Biden's worse.
Oh, no, but I think if you twist his ear about this, and tomorrow would be a great time since he's going to be here.
I'll have to sit down with Biden tomorrow.
Well, you're both from that area.
I'll make sure I have
a
magnet on me that will attract to his metal, the metal plate in his head.
Well, do me a favor. Get Chattanooga for Justice to call in, and we'll get this information out, okay? All right. Thanks, Confederate Mike. You have a good one. All righty. Always a pleasure to have Confederate Mike call in. You wonder how he got the name Confederate Mike. He just said he was from Philadelphia. And then even when he lives here, he lives north of the county. So maybe that's what we need to investigate. No, he's a great guy, very passionate in his beliefs, as everyone at this radio station is. And that's why we do this. We're a local radio station, and we believe in the local economy, and we are owned locally. And so we don't have to go through all of the different things that the corporate-owned radio stations do. So that is very important. And it's a nice feeling that we can we can do something good for this community at any time. It's just like, when the terrorist attack happened here in Chattanooga, we really stopped what we were doing. We stopped our program at that moment, and we went live, and we're able to continue live all afternoon and to get people informed and let people know exactly what's going on. So that's why you listen to Hot News Talk Radio, 1240 AM. Follow us on Twitter. You're going to find out a lot of great information on Twitter. And if you see something that's going on in your community, maybe a traffic incident, or maybe it's something like last night with that horrible fire, let us know so we can get the information out to all of the people here in the Chattanooga area. And, if you're listening to us on Hot News Talk Radio, I know the Digital Drive has a huge following. Yes, it's really odd because they got a huge following here in Chattanooga, but he also has a huge following in Canada and then El Salvador. I mean, you would be amazed the thousands of people that listen to him in El Salvador is incredible. So we're making a worldwide statement here in Chattanooga and bringing things to the masses here. So you want to listen to Digital Drive. He comes up after me, or I guess I come up before the Digital Drive would be since this is the number one show on the station. Number two is David Tulis. And then there's that guy named Sean Hannity. He kind of works in. And then it's Cowboy Up with Tex. And Cowboy Up with Tex is on from 6 to 7. So you want to make sure you want to hang around and catch him. All right. You are listening to the Eric Judd Show here at Hot News Talk Radio. If you happen to go to hotnewstalkradio.com, you're probably going to start to see some changes here real soon. And we're going to roll that out and let you know we want you to be an interactive part of what we're doing here on the radio and online. And the way to be interactive is to go to youtube.com and see us broadcast here. See our smiling faces. See me in my workman uniform. I have to go to the garage when I leave here. So if you have something wrong with your car, I feel sorry for you if I'm working on it. One last thing, don't forget your mocks, your Chattanooga mocks. First game is September the 5th. We want to sell this thing out. They're playing Jacksonville State. Sell it out. Let's fill that stadium. If we can almost fill it for a soccer game. I know we can fill it for a football game, and that's on September the 5th. We do have some jamborees at Finley Stadium. The football jamborees begin tonight, and I think that's about 5:30 or 6. So get down there and enjoy high school football starting up. And we had preseason action last night. Tom Brady, after all the controversy that happened with Deflategate, and he was actually in court on Tuesday, and then bada bing, bada bam, he's playing last night. Good to see that, probably one of the greatest football players, especially one of the greatest quarterbacks of our time right now, is allowed to play and use his talent. And that's right, football is back. Baseball pennant races are heating up. It's a great time to be a sports fan. And if you're a NASCAR fan, we're about to get into the chase. And that's the important part. Those last 10 races, that's the chase. And I got a lot of drivers that need to win and jockey and get in that position. And the Michigan 400, the pure Michigan 400, is this weekend, 2:30. And you can hear it right here at Hot News Talk Radio, 1240 a.m. You will hear every lap of every race here at 1240 a.m. My name is Eric Judd, and I promise you I've got a stack of drone talk. I mean, a stack of it. I thought we'd maybe try to get into it right now, but we are here in a minute. Some, you're hearing some of the things happening, some of the good things, some of the bad things, some of the not good things. And we may have another little snippet here that actually come out after the debate. It hit big last weekend, but because my schedule and things have been going on, I hadn't been able to get it on the air. We're going to try to get that on the air. We'll probably do that right after the break and just see exactly if we can get that, make that happen. So, okay, I've got a call coming in, and I think it's the Chattanoogans for Justice. Let me get them coming up here. Hello, you're on the air.
Hey, Eric, it's Chrissy with Chattanooga for Justice. How are you?
I am wonderful, Chrissy, and how are you?
Okay, good. I was just going to get you a rundown of the type of foods that they're looking for these
Please
children.
Do. Yes, please do. We got about 2 minutes.
Okay, Pop-Tarts, fresh fruit or fruit cups, hot chocolate, sugar, assorted cereal, milk, yogurt, instant oatmeal, fruit roll-ups, fruit gummies, peanut butter crackers, cheese sticks, cereal bars, bottled water, fruit juice, cheese slices. They also need paper towels, napkins, and then toothbrushes, soap, deodorant, toothpaste, toilet paper, anything like that. And they give these to the children at the bus stop, and the children take what they want for breakfast and then a snack, and then any toiletries that they need that they may not have at their house.
All right. Now, where do they take those items? Where would our listeners take these items?
Excuse me?
Where would the listeners take these items?
I can meet them if they would like for me to, or they can take them to the bus stop express, which is in Avondale. I can give them the phone number, or they can just drop it off here and we can pick it up.
All right. What's the phone number, and we'll make sure we get that out.
It's 423-355-0459.
Okay, I'll make sure I'll get that out. And they need just staple items that would be more toward breakfast, as well as toiletries and things like paper plates and napkins and things like that.
Yes, toothbrush, toothpaste, bar soap, deodorant, etc.
All right. Thank you so much for your concern for these people and helping them out. And I'll make sure I get this out, and I'll even leave something for the kid on the digital drive so he can pop something out too. Okay. And that's 423-355-0459, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you so much for calling.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye. All right. That's Chattanoogans for Justice. They've been working with the Bus Stop Express folks. Once again, they need all kind of items. If you call 423-355-0459, 423-355-0459, they will let you know the type of items that they need and where to bring it. So let's rally around these folks. They do a lot of good work, and with no government assistance, or really no assistance at all, it's just something that they've taken on themselves so that they can provide a good breakfast and other items for kids in need. So give them a call, 423-355-0459. I'm sure you could email them at chatforjustice@gmail.com. That's CHATT, the number 4, justice@gmail.com.
You give us 12 minutes and 40 seconds, we'll give you Chattanooga and the world.
News Talk 1240.
If you have the DTs, shit, because your phone is on the fritz, you have nomophobia. You need help. Your telecom doctor is in. Cell Surgeon at Northgate Mall. Cell Surgeon yanks open the ribcage of your phone, pries out the dead heart, and puts in the beating life that you lead on your cell phone. Broken screen, phone not charging, water damage, battery given out? Cell Surgeon at Northgate Mall next Old Chicago Pizza. Check us out on Facebook. Open Sunday. Cell Surgeon. We bring your phone back to life. Mention Hot News Talk Radio and get 10% off.
Sky Aerial Services uses advanced drone technology to give you a better perspective and depth of your property and project. We offer aerial photography and video for your business, farm, home, or advertising campaigns, as well as editing services to complete the experience. Call us at 423-521-0284 and see how we can help you tell your story about your business, property, or project. We work with real estate professionals, both commercial and residential, developers, engineer inspectors, surveyors, ad agencies, auto and boat dealers, mapping services, insurance inspectors, corporate marketing, charity events, weddings, and photographers. Our consultation is free. Call 423-521-0284. That's 423-521-0284, or visit our website, skyaerialservices.com. Sky Aerial Services. The sky is our limit.
We've got a table here at Delia's in Saudi Daisy, ready to delight in a plate of authentic Mexican food. Delia's spreads a rich selection: loaded nachos, crazy chicken, homemade tamales, maybe the enchiladas with beef, chicken, pork, quesadillas. Every dish beautifully pictured on the menu to help us decide. Join us for lunch or dinner. We're at Delia's in Saudi Daisy on Dayton Pike near the Thrasher Light. Here's dinner. Delia's uses the freshest ingredients, cooked to perfection. Nachos, homemade. Delia's open every day except the Lord's Day. For lunch and dinner, treat yourself to Delia's genuine Mexican food. In Saudi, call 521-7145. That's 521-7145.
You give us 12 minutes and 40 seconds, we'll give you Chattanooga and the world.
News Talk 1240.
You're listening to Hot News Talk Radio. This is the Eric Judd Show, 1240 a.m. Okay. Love Expressed is the name of the organization. They feed about 100 kids a day. If you want more information on what they need and where to take what they need, call 423-355-0459. 423-355-0459, 355-0459, or you can email chatforjustice@gmail.com. That's CHATT4justice@gmail.com. Now, you will be seeing this out on Twitter. I'll get it out on Twitter. I'll make sure that Hot News Talk Radio feed gets it out on Twitter. This is a great cause, and once again, it is Love Expressed, and this is for their bus stop ministries. These people do a lot of good things. We had Chrissy from Chattanooga's for Justice call in and say exactly the type of foods they need, stuff like Pop-Tarts, the canned fruit, the non-perishable breakfast items. They also need toiletries, and then they need paper goods such as paper plates and napkins and toilet paper and paper towels and such like that. Okay, something I've been trying to get to all week, but it's just been one of those weeks, and that's what happens in radio, and that's a good thing because we've had full shows. Great show. Once again, thanks to Confederate Mike for not only calling in and giving us the information earlier, but taking over my show on Monday, and then coming in and being on the show again and talking about some monetary things and some expressing in his life some things that were going on. So that's great. And then we had Keon Rose was in here yesterday talking sports, talking entertainment, talking wings, all kinds of good stuff. So it's been a great week here. But last Thursday, a week ago from yesterday, we had the debates. And there was to kind of set this up, there was kind of an exchange, let's just say. There was an exchange between Megyn Kelly and Donald Trump, and she asked him about some things that he had said on Twitter about women and how could women vote for him, and he gave a response, and the response was funny, and what happened? Well, there seems to be two young ladies that are obviously Trump, they're big Trump fans. And now they have their own YouTube channel, and I'll tweet out. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's ELJudd, ELJUDD on Twitter. You can follow me. I'll tweet this out. But they have a YouTube channel, and undoubtedly it's the View. It's something the opposite of the View, but I'll get that for you. But their names are Lynette Hardaway and Rochelle Richardson. And they didn't like the exchange and how Megyn Kelly treated Donald Trump. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to play what they put up on their channel, and just listen to this, because I think after you listen to this, I'm thinking about kind of taking my show this way. I just need to find me a sidekick and you'll see what I'm talking about. But listen to the passion in their voice about Donald Trump. And, you know, you can laugh at this and you can downplay it, but if more people were passionate about things in their life and took this, what they really believe, and really conveyed, I mean, they have millions of hits on their YouTube channel, millions of hits. And listen to this and just listen to the passion in their voice. And, you know, it is funny, but it sounds like they're very serious. If they're acting, then they need to win. I'm not sure what kind of award you'd win on YouTube, but whatever it is, they need to win. And here you go.
Hey, y'all. Okay, so it's a day after the debate, and y'all know I am mad as hell. Okay, and I would be pissed off. Okay. But see, somebody done already tried to come for Donald, so I got to come for them. All right. Okay, now, last night on the debate, Fox News anchor Megyn Kelly asked Trump to respond to the comments he made about women on Twitter. Okay. And on his former NBC reality show, The Apprentice. Right. And this is what she said. When it comes to women, you call them fat pigs, dogs, and slobs, Kelly said. And then only Rosie O'Donnell Trump interrupted, and then, you know, the audience started cheering, okay? For the record, it was well beyond Rosie O'Donnell, Kelly reported before finishing her question. Here's the damn deal, Megyn Kelly, or Kelly Megyn, whatever your name is. Rosie O'Donnell started that whole foolishness. She was on The View, and she the one spoke out against Donald, and Donald had to come back on her. So I don't know why you gonna make this here a part of your forum last night. You know, perhaps you don't need to be hosting debate. Perhaps what she need to do, maybe it's time for us to file Kelly and make her go back to report news at the local news. Try Sesame Street. Maybe you should go back and report news for Sesame Street and debate with them. You don't need to host another debate. You don't come for Donald like that. He ain't done nothing to you. Y'all always breaking up his past. He don't do nothing to nobody unless you try to do something to him. That's how he Once you do something to him, he go ahead on to do something to you. So listen, let me get this straight. Get it straight. You low below. You hit below the belt, Kelly. You hit below the belt, girl. But blow on this. Blow. Leave my man Donald Trump the hell alone. If you got something to say, you got something you want to tell him, run it by us first. That's right. Run it by me first, and I'll let you know whether you have permission to come for him. Don't come for him unless he invites your ass. Okay? That's all I got to say. And you can't do this here. And see, I was all okay, prepared to talk about all the other candidates, but this bitch right here, thank you for censoring me, pissed me off. Trying to come for Donald last night, and now they trying to make it look like he lost the debate. He's the only one up there that has common sense. He is the only one up there on that stage with common sense. And listen, he's gonna be the next president, whether you like it, Megyn Kelly or Kelly Megyn, whatever your name is or not. Get used to it, girl. Get used to it. Because you know what? I think they call her show either Megyn File or Kelly File, whatever it is. Maybe it's time for her to file out. File out. Go report the news for Sesame Street. I would love to see you sitting up there with Kermit and Miss Piggy. Okay? And you know what, Kelly? They already say you look like a tabloid Barbie doll. That's a tabloid Barbie doll. What they say. You know what? I wonder which tabloid is she working for? Who is trying to push you to destroy Donald Trump? All right. Who is it? Who is? We got to get on top of who it is. That's that's after her to make her destroy Donald Trump. All right. And see, we wouldn't talk about none of this. We would never talk about it. But I woke up with it on my mind, pissed off with Megyn Kelly, Kelly Megyn, whatever her name is. Leave Donald Trump alone. Leave Donald Trump, leave him alone. Period. Bye.
Okay, that's Lynette Hardaway and Rochelle Richardson, and it's the viewer's view on YouTube. The passion. I mean, I think they're Donald Trump fans. I'm not sure at all, but I think they are Donald Trump fans. I'm just kind of getting that from them. But what a great show. You know, if everyone had that passion about issues in this country, we might get a whole lot done. So once again, that's Lynette Hardaway and Rochelle Richardson, and they're on YouTube at The Viewer's View, and they have a pretty big following on YouTube. So we'll tweet that out and get that out. I think I actually sent it out on Tuesday, but I'll retweet that and get that out to everybody. I think, and what I would like, and maybe we're taking applications, I need that yes person, that perhaps person, that person beside me, so that when I go on one of my rants and one of my tirades, I go, yeah, perhaps, and kind of repeat what I'm saying. That's what I like. Put that emphasis on that. Man, that was great. All right, you're listening to the Eric Judd Show on 1240 AM, Hot News Talk Radio. I will be followed by the Digital Drive. And once again, another week's gone by. We hadn't done a whole lot of drone talk. I have a ton here. So I am going to make good on that. And one day next week, we'll just do a whole show on drones, because I want to talk about how it could affect our local economy here. And there's more than just the information out there where, you know, I mean, one of the news, I think it was Fox on here, led with a drone almost hitting an emergency helicopter. And that's serious, and that needs to be addressed. And we're going to talk about things like that. We're going to talk about, of course, what's going on with Google and what they're doing, and stuff that they're actually doing with NASA that they want to keep off the books and out of the radar, and may or may not be legal. Wouldn't that be a surprise? And then what Amazon's got going on. But there's other companies out there that are already doing things with drones, delivery-wise, communication-wise, because it's not just running around taking pictures. You got to get that, and it's not just making these deliveries, which I think will come, but we're probably just a little while off. But there's other companies that are this to me would be, if you are going to talk to me about climate change and how I can affect the environment, there's several companies out there that I think are doing it the right way with electric delivery technology and drone technology. So, you know, got a lot of information to cover. And I know Russell is actually going to talk about something where the Navy is taking drones and they're being able to use a 3D printer, print the drone, and put it together, and he's going to get more in depth with that. But there's just so many uses with drones that people don't even think about, because what we hear are, you know, the near misses, and there, you know, there probably are some very stupid people flying around airports. I was close to an airport on Wednesday doing some work up in Dayton, a small airport. It doesn't have a control tower, but I went by and I said, here's what I'm doing. I'm going to be about 1.5 miles from you. Here's where I'm going to be flying. Is that your flight pattern? You know, they said, well, we actually don't have anything scheduled to come in this afternoon, but that's not our flight pattern. I just wanted to let them know what I was doing, that you should do. You should do that if you're going to be operating any kind of aerial vehicle that close to an airport. And I told them, I said, this is the height I'm going to be flying, and this is really what I'm going to be doing. And, you know, this is the area I'm going to be flying. So I informed them. But you've got some uneducated people, or people that just really don't care. And, you know, it's funny. I want to see if I can get a plane landing. You know, come on, use your head. But keep in mind, to me, this technology is very close and akin to where the cell phone technology was when it first came out. If you remember, people talked about, well, you're going to get radiation's going to bore through your brain, your ears are going to fall off, your eyes are going to bug out. I mean, they had all of these nasty things that cell phones were going to do for you. You know, the batteries were going to overheat and blow up your car. But now look at us now. We cannot live without our cell phones. Most people cannot live without their cell phone, whether it be a smartphone or what. You've got to have that cell phone with you. And I think that's where drone technology is going. So I promise we're going to get into that. I want to give you some updates on what Google's doing, what Amazon's doing, what other companies are doing. And we'll get that next week. We'll dedicate most of a show to that. I did want to play the Megyn Kelly Megan from the girls at the Viewer's View. And if they have anything else come out this weekend, I'll definitely try to get it on the radio. It's going to be a busy week next week. This is a busy weekend. Get out to see your lookouts. Get out to support local high school football, whether it's your team or not. Get out and be a part of Chattanooga. That's so important. But most importantly, listen to this radio station all weekend long. Now, the rest of the day, you got the Digital Drive after me From 12 to 1, you got Laura Ingraham. 1 to 3, you've got Sean Hannity. From 3 to 5, and then after that, you've got the Hot News Talk Radio live at 5, where you're going to get weather. You're going to get traffic, which is very, very important. And, of course, you're going to get your local news. And our news director, Russell Stroud, he takes that over and does a fine job with that. And then after him is probably the most unusual one. You have to be a part and listen to this show at Hot News Talk Radio, 1240 AM, and that's Cowboy Up with Tex. Now, don't leave us just because Cowboy ends at 7 o'clock. He's on from 6 to 7. Don't leave us. Stick around this weekend and listen to NASCAR. That's going to be at 2:30 on Sunday, and it's the Pure Michigan 400. You want to listen to it, where you can catch every lap of every race here at Hot News Talk Radio, 1240 AM. And I challenge you this weekend, if you're going to listen to one show on Saturday, listen to Set the Hook with Pat Rose. He's an ex-professional wrestler, and he brings that attitude to bass fishing. And I know you might be saying, what in the world are you talking about? You have to listen to the show. He's very entertaining. If you're remotely interested in fishing, he's going to give you some information too on that. But we have just a jam-packed lineup, a great lineup that we have here. And we even have Megan McCain after Cowboy Up. I mean, and then it starts at, Monday morning, 6 to 9, Daybreak USA. And they do a wonderful job. And then make sure, set your alarm right now, 9 a.m., the David Tulis Show on Monday morning, where David comes in. And what bow tie will he wear? Will he wear a bow tie? Maybe he comes in with no tie on, just an open collar and no jacket. Wouldn't that start off a Monday? You're listening to the Eric Judd Show. I appreciate it. I hope you have a great weekend. Do not change the dial. You want to listen to the Digital Drive. You're listening to 1240 AM. Hot News Talk Radio, the hottest news talk radio station in Chattanooga, bar none. And I challenge anyone on any other radio station, come on here and let's debate that. And when you leave here with your tail tucked between your legs, you'll know that we're the hottest news talk radio station in Chattanooga. Have a great weekend, Chattanooga. I'll be back on Monday.
You give us 12 minutes and 40 seconds, we'll give you Chattanooga and the world.
News Talk 1240.